4, 3, 2, 1.
Right, 2148, good luck. Okay, I'll play a Caracan. You pretty much play d5 against anything and everything that white plays in the Caracan. So it's pretty safe to pre-move that move. Let's go g6. Then bishop up and just trade that knight off. Or at some point I'll trade the knight off. Queen up. Threatening just to grab a pawn. Otherwise, just moves like e6 or knight across at some point. Maybe I should even play e6 immediately, otherwise he could play it himself. So I'll play that now. The knight up. Okay, comes forward. Just drop back. Knight comes in, so do a sack. Takes, takes, knight takes. Hit the queen and hit the knight. That looks good. So I think I can take now. Maybe he's got knight takes as a counter punch there. Okay, knight takes. So we hit the queen, we hit the knight. Bishop down is covered, so you might play pawn down first. But then knight could take, I guess. Yeah, pawn down, knight takes. So he's played bishop up, so I need to get the queen protected. So does drop back make sense? If I drop back, bishop takes, pawn takes, then bishop down. Okay. I think I'm going to stick the knight across. So queen down. No, not back. Let's go forward. He's got a potential dangerous, obviously, mating attack coming here. Plays bishop down. I might actually give him the exchange there. No, knight forward is a bad move. Knight back. I'm going to give him the exchange to try and get rid of that bishop, otherwise there's a dangerous mate threat. Oh, I've just blundered the piece back. But maybe I've got queen up and his queen is pinned. So it's still a little bit iffy. Right, I've got to drop back and try and keep this. But I've got two pawns as well as the exchange, so if I get the knight planted, just got to guard this. So I've just got to try and make a nuisance with my knight if I can. Just edge forward very slowly. Now the knight's got a bunker it can jump into. Maybe pawn up to support. So now knight up is a threat. Okay, just edge forward. Hope he goes back and blunders. I don't think he will. I'll just play pawn up if he shuffles across, or maybe I can go forward. Is that rook trapped? I think he's trapped his rook. This has to be winning, surely. He's got to keep an eye on the back rank. I can grab another pawn. So now I can queen and grab another one. I will. Again, just make certain he can't queen that. Let's just drop back. Hold on, no, I mustn't pre-move there, but gotta give him something to think about. Just take it now. It's an excellent start, isn't it? Excellent, wow. Very good game to start, very good. So that's one game down. I say I'm planning on playing 10 games, so let's just see how we get on. 9 more to go. Right, we have a 2300 feeder master, good luck. You can see I'm already 2-0 down to this opponent. Okay, plays it traditionally. Actually, I'm going to go g6 just to play something different here. You normally just take there, so let him push. I think knight up is okay here. I might be wrong, of course, I might be proven wrong. So I think bishop up. Knight in, so I've got to play queen up. Try and castle, let him take. Okay, so he looks to come forward. Ooh, I can't play up there, that's not good. So let's hit the knight. Okay, takes. Goes back. So for castle, knight in. I'm just going to gently push a pawn up there. I really should castle, I guess. Maybe it's a bit silly not to. Oh. Can I grab a pawn? No, I definitely need the castle if I can. Whether I can is another matter. That pawn is obviously going to be lost. I'm just going to bail out and castle. So can I get any activity? Rook over he can easily block. So let's play pawn up and just try and keep a nice block there. But I need to shift that knight, then I can get the queen in. Queen up, he's got bishop back. Okay, let's just shuffle rook over. Wow, he's really going for it. I'm going to threaten to sack here, just to try and get the queen in. Okay, so takes. Queen up, probably not good. So let's threaten to sack this way and get rid of the bishop. So takes, queen up. I should have just taken immediately, shouldn't I, and played queen in. Yeah, I'm going to do it now. Obviously now I'd actually like him to take to try and free the rook up. He won't do that. Pawn up. Okay, there's got to be a way in here. Let's push. Oh, can he get away with it? Well, he's going to have a go. So check takes, check. I think he gets away with it. Let's just grab the pawn, hit the bishop, threaten to go forward, jump back. Yeah, it doesn't actually work, does it? Let's just give him that. Just say well done. Just tried something different, didn't quite work, so 2-2-3-5, good luck. Okay, c4. Comes up. Okay, now I'm going to take one of them. So the rook across potentially to push. Okay, plays over logical. I'm just going to edge up gradually if I can. Right, it feels like now's the time to push. So take. Well, he might be able to grab the knight there, he doesn't know. Right, I've got to break that pin, right? Oh, he's got a fork, I've missed that. So if I push up, his knight gets in. So I might have to take it, but I'm not seeing much else playable. That queen is obviously very dangerous where it is, so I'll jump across. Let's play a rook across, maybe just bishop back. Again, hit the pawn, but with a view to jumping back and maybe going this way. Any point though, any point. I'm going to play up so the bishop can go back and try and guard this. Just preparing to try and edge forward with a little bit more support. If you've kind of made a mistake and you've messed up a bit, you might as well try something. Okay, is he going to sack? Knight check isn't playable. I'm actually going to push the f pawn, I think. To just see if he takes. I can't take back. I'm just trying to sacrifice. Queen across, just hit the knight. So knight in, I can take with either piece. So which one? Take, take, take. I'm going to go with the knight. Goes across, so queen up, he can just double his rooks up, so I might as well take the pawn. If I ultimately lose, if my bishop gets pinned and it's useless, then at least I've tried something. So comes forward, he covers that key square. So queen across, hit the rooks, so he's bound to double them up one way or the other. And depending on where he goes, I might get the rook on this file. I might just push forward. Let's see what he does. No, 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 no. Now rook down, takes, takes. king up, check. I don't think there's a repetition there. So I'm going to go after this pawn. So still pressure on the pawn. Threatening a check. Threatening a check. Okay, if he takes, I'm only one move off a mate, although I suppose I can take back, but I'm going for this. Up, queen takes, no good. Oh, I've blundered it. Checkmate, is it? No, 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 no. I've got it. I thought I'd actually blundered checkmate there. I mean, in effect, I probably have. I've got nothing now, have I? No counterplay now. I'm just too long time. Just give him that. Just say well done. Just outplayed. But I'm playing okay though, that's what matters. If you're playing okay and you just get outplayed, there's nothing wrong with that. Two or 3-7, good luck. Okay, play another Caro-Kann. So you can pretty much pre-move d5 in the Caro-Kann against pretty well anything that's ever played back. Okay, knight up and e6. Drop the queen back. Let's just drop right back. Again, just simple logical development. I think I can take there, right? I think that's a pawn. Have I missed a tactic? It's so easily done, it really is. It's very easy to miss tactics. I think bishop up looks fine. Hold on, can I take? I think knight up to hit the bishop. I'd love to take that bishop off the board, because that's obviously a very dangerous bishop later in the game. So he tries to keep it, so I've got pawn up. If he takes, my queen is pinned. So is there any tactic knight check? I don't think so. I'm going to take there. Knight up. Pressure the knight, hit the bishop. If the bishop goes back, I take it. Okay, so can I kick this knight? Again, I can't actually take, but I can pin it. I can pin that knight, so both knights are pinned. So I'm threatening to take. Take with the knight. I can definitely take. So if I take with the bishop, we're going to just try and open this position up. So I've got check. I mean, I've got knight in as a fork immediately, which I don't see a mating attack. Queen up threatens check. Queen up is not playable. Queen up is not playable. So queen up, king across, he defends it. So I'm going to go just after the simple exchange. Right, get on a dark square. Try and cover the mate threat. No, he's tempting me, but I'm going to get rid of the queen. He surely can't afford to trade the rook. So I'm hitting both pawns here, so grab this. So if I take, I've got 3 extra pawns, that should be cleanly winning. Oh, he doesn't even take. He just went too quick. But now I can just run up the board, I would think. Just try and not blunder a bishop for rook for free. Or like a back rank silly checkmate. Yeah, he just resigns. It's an arena, so you just get on with the next game. Like I say, I've already been Outplayed a few times myself. You make mistakes in arenas. Right, 1554, good luck. E3. Okay, I'll just play knight f6. Let's just try and gain space. Let's see, there's a threat of bishop up there. Still a threat. Okay, I think knight in. So you probably have to play knight up. He does. So I'm going to take. So bishop up. I think I'll just castle there and then maybe just drop the bishop back. Now, does he get tempted? He might actually, you know, but we're hitting this pawn twice. So I'm going to take it. We'll hit the knight. He might not see that. He should do. He should. He hasn't. But he is hitting a piece in return. So I can grab a pawn first. But then I hang my bishop. So I'm just going to take and grab the other pawn. Oh, see, he can take my knight. I can grab his pawn. It opens his king a little. So he hasn't actually lost anything there. But if I support my bishop, then I should be doing well. He offers a trade. 3, 4, 7, 1, 3, 4, 5. I'm 2 pawns up, so I might as well. So just go sensible, solid. Rook across. Make bishop back and try and expand somewhere. Oh, but that gives me a tempo to hit the bishop. Yeah, support that as well. So just trade the rooks off. If I trade the rooks, it should be a winning endgame. If he sacks, I should be fine. There shouldn't be any mate threat. I'm not saying there definitely isn't, but there shouldn't be. Hold on, do I push there? Takes. I'm going to risk it. I wouldn't normally, but I'm going to risk it. Now close that bishop off. So if I take, check, up, I've won another pawn. The king is definitely not getting mated in a hurry. Okay, so I guess I've got bishop back. Just support the pawn. The king's still got an escape square. Can even maybe bring it in. Right, so bring the king up. If I push, he can counter push, so I'm going to take. He goes with a bishop. So do I give him a pawn back? I think I should actually give him a pawn back. So king up. I'm going to play pawn up and then king up. Just try and trade off. Even if I give him another pawn back, it simplifies it. Rook across. So checks, I just block, go up and hit the rook. So now try and get rid of that rook at some point. Okay, as long as I'm not getting careless here and actually blundering the game. Rook up looks strong. This is why you've got to try and make most of your time and not just think, oh, I'm outrating my opponent too much, just play too casual. Okay, so now I can chase that rook away with rook across. Takes, 5 against 3. But he gets the open file. Rook back. Yeah, I'm going to go forward and hit these pawns. Maybe check here. But his king can't just drop back there. He can go that way. I can grab another pawn. But still potentially dangerous here. Yeah, if he checks here, I just block. And of course, if I can run the other pawn up... Ooh! That was almost... Trying to highlight, I was almost making a move there. No, I'll just check. Force the king away. Grab another pawn. And now I can start blasting forward. Excellent, excellent. Very good. He did well though, well done. He played a good game for his rating. He didn't make any silly sloppy blunders. Well played. But I've got 6 points to the leader's 25. You can see I'm never going to get a good finish in an event like this, like a top finish. I'm not quick enough compared to some. You'll never see me using the berserk mode. Right, 1733, good luck. Okay, C4, traditional reti. C6, I like the last game. B3 and then G3. Very traditional reti setup, just slow and steady does it. Okay, I've given him a pawn. He could have actually taken it. I had made a mistake with my move order there. Let's just go D3 and bring the knight this way. Very, very similar to position to what I had in that earlier game. Let's pin that knight. Then a move like knight across becomes playable. Right, I'm going to just look to trade that knight. Then maybe drop the bishop back if he plays bishop d6. He comes forward, so is he trying to grab the pawn? There's a pawn up knight and it must be getting trapped. So I'll just edge forward. If he goes back I can win a pawn, so I'll take it. Then just drop the rook right back. 1 or 2, 1 or 2. Let's leave it on c2, then I can always play queen across, rook across. Again, just got to be a little bit careful, moves like knight coming forward. Right, I'm going to trade that off. How do I want to play this? I'm going to play queen across. Maybe trade a rook, but I can develop the other rook potentially. He's got rook down, which I've seen. Do I give him a queen for 2 pieces? It could make it interesting, I suppose. Probably dubious, but it's interesting. Okay, let's double the rooks up then. Hit the bishop. Plays forward, logical. I've actually got rook across there, I guess. I don't actually see anything better there. I'm just a bit bogged down, aren't I? Sometimes it's a problem with the reti. You can get a bit bogged down. Knight over's no good. Let's put the knight this way. Maybe edge forward. Just give this pawn up, I guess. I don't think I can realistically keep it. Just say he's done a good job there, so let him win the pawn. I'm just trying to go ultra solid here. I'm just let him take the pawn, queen up. Now rook across again, I've got that dilemma. 2 pieces for the queen. I'll probably drop back, but it's a dilemma. Okay, he comes forward, so I'll go up, hit the rook. Okay, so knight in. I'm actually hitting the pawn if he doesn't take. So if the queen wanders off, we're still hitting the rook, but if he comes down, can I take? Oh, he has wandered off, he's blundered his rook. So yeah, he just resigns, he realised what he's done straight away. A bit unlucky there, he hadn't blundered up to that point, he was very much in that game. But 4 out of 6, not bad, just outplayed by a couple of stronger players. So 2001, good luck. Okay, I'm going to play e3 this time. I've played c4 so far, and I've got a little bit bogged down both times, so let's just mix it up. Okay, check. Knight, I guess I'll play a knight up. Do I want to play a knight up? Let's play a knight up. I'm just going to play a knight up there. Might push the bishop back. I'm going to switch the knight to this side, use it as a big giant pawn to guard this diagonal. Actually, I don't need to move it immediately. Where does the bishop want to go? Actually, no, if I play a knight over, he might take, but it covers him playing the knight simply in. So now I can more easily play bishop up, maybe rook across, bishop back. Just shuffle the pieces around, very steady. Now he comes forward, so I guess f3 becomes playable, right? But f3 weakens this. I'm actually going to play a4 there. He just lunges forward. So gain a pawn, lose a knight, gain a knight, lose a pawn. Across, lose a pawn. Doesn't look quite right. Okay, so he's trying to line up the diagonal attack. Very logical. Right, so let's just shuffle up. And king up is going to be pretty forced here to try and play rook around the back. I'll take the knight. Just to free up the rook so it's got the option to come around the back. My opponent will probably do the same, I guess. I don't know about that move. Let's play a rook straight across. There's got to be something here, there's got to be. I don't see it, so I'm just going to trade. Bishop up. If he takes, he actually blunders a checkmate. Very difficult to defend. He might have to take, but then I'll just take the queen. So does he have a defense? Yeah, he has to give up the queen. So if I play up, he grabs the pawn. Let's try and force one of the rooks off if I can. I'm going to play queen up. Oh, he's taken that way. Yeah, it's not actually that easy here. Not that easy. Because he's going to run the pawn. I'm going to try and grab this one while I can, and then sack the rook for the other, for the rook and bishop. But I'm threatening queen across and mate. But what I want is rook across and just take. You can see I'm miles down on the clock. Yeah, pawn forward, but I think that allows queen up. Again, threatening checkmate. So there's a checkmate threat. Rook up, I can throw in a check somewhere. If he comes up, there's another checkmate threat. Excellent, excellent, very good. So how many games have I done? I've done 7, so 3 more to go. I said I'll play 10 games. 59th with 14 points, but miles off the leaders. You can see barely half the points of the leading players. Okay, 2057, good luck. Okay, let's go d4, play London style this game maybe. Just try and remove that defending bishop. I just take it and just go very simple, traditional, nothing fancy. Okay, goes back. I'm going to play knight up, I think. Yeah, I feel like taking there. It just feels like it's the right thing to do. Maybe it's a mistake. Okay, I'm going to try and put the bishop here and try and trade off that dangerous bishop. His bishop is very dangerous in attack, mine's do nothing in defence. Bishop down, I've maybe got c4, but he does trade. So now I'll play c4, try and just gain that little bit more space. Just trade and develop the knight. Okay, just pin his knight. Okay, so knight up is playable, but I don't see me gaining anything there, so just shuffle the rook over. Very, very symmetrical, isn't it? Very dry position. Let's play rook up. Now, do I risk f3 and e4 just to try and unbalance the position? It's possibly worth it. Actually, let's go e4 immediately. So check, he can just counter block. So what's wrong with f4? Just feels wrong, so I'm just going to put the knight back. Then maybe rook across. Okay, there's a very dangerous check threat. Potentially he can take here at some point. Yeah, he plays up logical, but now can I play across? If I play across, maybe knight down, maybe queen up. Yeah, if knight in, maybe I can play a rook across because there's no check threat. Or I've got queen up as a threat. Right. Knight forward and try and bring it this way. And plant it somewhere. Actually, maybe g3 is a good move here to stop his knight coming forward. I can still actually go where I want there, but do I mind losing that pawn? Yeah, it's probably a bit risky to lose that pawn. So knight back, knight in. Queen up. And I'm still guarding my knight, right? Knight in. Oh, he hits my rook though. Rook up. And my knight's still covered. Oh, he's just blundered his knight. He just forgot I was hitting it. He just forgot about it. So confusing sometimes, these positions. Now I can just take en passant. Okay, break that pin. Just give that pawn away to make sure I don't blunder my own knight. Let's just play a pawn up there, support the knight. Actually take and check there. I think I'll drop back. I was going to take there, I was tempted to, but I don't think there's any need. So again, as long as he's got a move, which he's got, there shouldn't be any stalemate risk. Excellent, a good win. So 6 out of 8, that's very good at my level. Well, 6 out of 8 is very good at whatever level you play at. So I'll play 2 more games. I-2063, good luck. I'll just stick to the Caracal, it's what I normally play. Now the advanced variation, we haven't had that yet. So bishop d3 is normal, he plays c4. But I think bishop check is okay. At some point he'll play bishop to d3, I guess. Actually, I'm just going to castle first, then I'll look to b6. If knight round, I'll just drop the bishop back. Right, so he wants to play f4, so I'm going to challenge this immediately. And then challenge this immediately. So take isn't quite a move. Let's just play up. If I take and he takes, it just looks bad, right? So let's drop back, and then we've got the option of g6 should he play in. He plays forward. So now if I take, he takes, I take. That actually looks like a fair swap, I think. Tempo with the knight going forward. Then maybe knight back. Then knight back again. Whether this is any good or not is another matter altogether, of course. So rook up and take, or do you push? I'm actually going to push there, just try and give him something to think about. So hit the rook. I'll take the rook. If I get the other rook, that should be game over. I think he's just had a lapse in concentration. So now the other rook's going to get active, then the queen's going to fall. So that must be game over. So queen check, he has a move, so don't take any silly chances. Again, he has legal moves, so there's no stalemate risk. Now this is where you're going for it, so check. Again, as long as you know he's got a legal move, you know there's no stalemate, he can go back and forth. If a push-up is not a stalemate, he's got a pawn move. I'm just trying to not blunder a stalemate, that's all I'm aiming for. Yeah, made sure he's got a move there. So that's checkmate now. Excellent, excellent. Managed to get there, very good. So this is my final game, 2-8-3, good luck. Okay, I'll go back to e3, this more modern way. I think I'll take. Okay, just bishop up. Now, I can play a bishop up and it prompts this, so... do I really mind? Yeah, let's play a bishop up and just prompt g6 and then drop back. Okay, castle. Okay, I think I'll take with the knight there. So he plays forward, so I guess I can just gradually edge up and try and gain some space with a tempo on the queen. Yeah, I'm just doing nothing but trying to gain a bit of space there. So just edge forward. Okay, I guess put the rook on a light square, guard the bishop just so I don't forget it should his knight wander off. Right, I'll play up. Choices. Now, do you push? But he gets knight in either way. Knight in either way. So pawn up, knight in, bishop up. But it's still not really doing much. Or maybe... Actually, maybe bishop up to hit the queen first. Now I'll go forward. So now he's got a choice. He goes back over. Okay, I'll just go back where I was. So knight up. If the other knight moves, I think I'm safe to take. Oh, I've just invited him in there, haven't I? Knight in. Why did I do that? I guess I can push up, but I don't like the look of that. Pawn up allows his rook down. I don't like the look of that, so I'm just going to drop back. I might go f4, but it feels wrong, doesn't it? It feels wrong to play f4. Let's go for it, though. Queen down, I'm just going to shuffle across. Let's push. If he takes with anything, I'll take. Okay, he doesn't. I think bishop up. There is a pawn potentially getting loosened here, but I'm going on the king's side. Yeah, I'd seen that move. Again, I don't really know what to do here, so I'm just going to take a wild risk. If he takes, I'll push. If he doesn't take, I'll push. So push. Again, you mustn't pre-move here, just in case you did a mouse slip and took with a pawn instead of the knight. Otherwise, if he takes the knight, I'll take. And then I can counter push my pawn. So he does indeed go that way. So he's got a rook check. He's obviously played that deliberately. I'm going to push there. He can take here or he can check. If he checks, I have to go in the corner. Then there's one move off a mate. But doesn't that pin the queen? Even if he checks, his queen is now pinned, so I can just sidestep back. That should be a win. His queen is stuck. He's got no attack. That's an excellent win. An excellent way to finish. Excellent. I've had a terrific tournament there, up to 18th place. But as I say, even doing really well like that, 18th place, 8 wins from 10, a 2300 performance in blitz is pretty stunning at my level. Average opponent 2042. You can see the games there. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, very rare you'll see me win 7 in a row, but even 18th place with 26 points, you can see it'd be really, really tough for me to get a very high finish in this. I'm very, very happy with that. So thank you very much to anybody who's seen this, and hopefully I'll be back tomorrow.